All right, so there were some things that happened in our last game. Let's see. I'm actually trying to do better with taking notes, so we'll see how that goes for the day. In our last game, you were hanging out back from your previous adventure, and then you were in the bar after work one day, and Snapple came in, and he points at Mildred and he says, "You!" Right before his head exploded. Blood everywhere and goo. He was covered in blisters and boils. And so we had Mildred and Fader took some samples of that while Hemlock kind of went to the bathroom and hid to see if she could learn anything. Unfortunately, she didn't learn anything because all the people who were taking care of the situation also didn't know what was happening. But after that, the next day, you guys went to work to see what was going to happen, and you found out you had a new boss named Feedlay. She is this kind of crazy person. But her mind's wandering everywhere. She didn't really know much about what you guys do, and you all lied to her and told her that you were adventurers, and that's what Candlekeep has hired you for, to send you on adventures and do stuff like that so you can go on your treasure hunt. And of course, she had no reason to not believe you, and Mildred lied so well that or not Mildred, it was Hemlock. Hemlock lied so well with her crit that she believed you, and you told her you would be going on an adventure. After that, you guys headed off to let me remember what that place was called. Which Way it was called. It was the first stop on the treasure map, which was a 3-day journey. You went through the first day with no encounters. The second day, I believe you fought a frog, and then the third day, you arrived at Which Way. When you arrived, am I missing something, Leopold?
Multiple frogs.
I honestly, it's been like 2 weeks. We haven't played in for 2 games. I honestly don't remember these frogs. I just remember one. There were, because they were hopping out every round. That's right. Yeah, I think there was actually another frog, but he ran off at the end. So you guys arrived at Which Way. When you arrived, there was just a bunch of foundations. The place used to be an old town, but is no longer there, so you just pretty much see foundations around you. I believe that's where we left off. Let me show you the map. If I can find it. So, alright. Here it is. So this was your map that you guys were kind of following. You're currently at Which Way?
Is Which Way the road or the what looks like a village?
It's that village up on top. I believe you were traveling most of the day. I believe it was nighttime. We'll just say the sun is setting, so it is getting dark. You're standing in this old, ruined city. What do you guys do? You're so far away, Brandon.
Did you say?
I'm hoping that I can see everything pretty clear. Everything looks pretty clearly from here, but
we can't see your pretty face.
You also look so casual.
It's really comfortable. I'm not gonna lie. There are some serious benefits to this.
There is actually, as the DM, now I can see if you're always on the game or not.
Yeah, I was.
Because I can see the reflection in the mirror.
That's true.
So don't go looking at porn or anything like that. Because
I am.
it might be reflected. I'm just kidding. I'm kidding.
Did you say that this village was ruined? Are these the ruins of a village, or is it a going concern?
Oh, it's the ruins of a village. There's just the foundations are left. I need to... all right, so you guys gonna talk?
So
Can I, as we look around it, can I tell what any of these buildings used to be? I'm specifically looking for a general store or an armorer.
So they're just the foundations left. There's no like
It's just rubble.
walls. Yeah, it's
Just rubble.
Yeah. I mean, you could try to look for like a maybe an anvil that's left over somewhere, but likely.
Not unless I'm going to actually find some items.
well, perhaps we can find some clues here that will lead us to the next location on the map.
And while we're looking for those clues, I think we should also be looking for someplace we could find shelter for the night.
Is it night? What time is it?
It's approaching dark, apparently.
Mm.
We would have to find the hand next, so maybe we can see it from which way?
Well, we'd apparently have to go west.
Are we if we look at the map, the hand is further to the west, while the wood bridge and the red worm volcano are due south. Do we think we should be going west to the hand, or should we be turning south toward the bridge?
Well, according to the map, it says follow trail to the hand and the horn, and that is next on the map.
Oh, right. I'd forgotten about the little poem in the
It's
bottom.
okay.
So I guess the first thing, well, so does it look like there is a road that would lead directly through the city that would head out in like the west, head towards the west?
Yes, it looks like it's called this way, coming out of which way on the map.
Well, so the kind of the main road that you were following to get to which way, yeah, it kind of goes from the top right down to the west ish.
Do we have some sort of an idea of the scale of this map? Can we tell about how long a journey it would be to the hand and horn?
To the hand and horn, which okay, so you can try to look for maybe some kind of landmarks. What would you look for?
I don't know. I'm thinking. I'm looking at the map, and I'm looking at if we're in the town of the ruins of Whichway, and looking at the map how far away it is to that.
All right. So give me a give me a perception check, or survival actually would be, but I guess perception would work for this certain situation. All right, so you're looking around this dilapidated town, and you find like kind of the remains of one wall, and you're able to kind of climb up it using your little rogue skills. And when you stand up on top of this wall, it's good. We'll say it's about 10 feet tall. You look off into the distance, and you can see to the southeast, this kind of tall mountain. It almost looks like a pillar, and you see that there are these trees on top of it, and you kind of recognize that as Three Tree Hill. It looks to be about at least a full day's march. Which way does the sun set? On the
To the west.
the west. Yep.
To the left.
So yeah, as the sun was going down, maybe you could the light was hitting the tops of those trees.
Okay, so Three Tree Hill is about a day's journey south of us.
And you can see on the map that there's this little red trail that kind of leads to a wood bridge, but you don't see it connecting to this way road.
Okay, I'm finally beginning to understand that red trail that leads to the wood bridge. So if we follow the road from Whichway to the Hand and the Horn and then turn south from there, that road would lead us past Three Tree Hill and on to the wood bridge.
Nothing says these are actual roads.
That's true. Although we have been following a road leading to Whichway.
We could try taking a boat. Looks like there's a river that leads us to Three Tree Hill.
Do you own a boat?
No, maybe a boat survived. Which
Perhaps if we were to walk over to the river.
true.
That's that.
Or at least walk by the river instead of going through woods and
It's only about 3/4 of an inch from the town.
I don't think we'll want to be traveling down the river in the middle of the night.
I mean, we can camp here. Maybe find
I'm thinking
taller hill.
if we were to find a basement in these ruins, we could sort of go down inside and camp for the night. We'd get some cover.
I mean, we could try to find one.
I'm sorry. What time did we say it was?
The sun's
It's-
going down. It's pretty much down now. It just so it's dark. So 9-ish.
Yeah, I mean, we should probably make camp here. I'd almost rather make camp outside the city, just feeling like, I mean, this does appear to be sort of like a haunted place, maybe
Yeah,
not
Mildred,
the best place to sleep.
Mildred, I can't help but know what has happened to your voice.
This is out of game.
Are you sick or something?
Oh no, dear, I feel fine, just,
Mildred, who are you talking to?
I don't know. I had a little too much toad today,
It gets all deep and Brendan like.
I'll send Pinion, the owl, up around, see if he can spot anything from above around the city, maybe looking like any kind of indication of a basement or something, hatches or something like that.
Give me a perception check.
Okay, I think the owl's just +1, but he's advantage, so I'm just gonna roll mine because it's the same thing.
Owl's perception is a +3.
Oh, well,
So add 2. 16.
yes.
So it's looking around. It's like just up there flying around. it sees that there are some foundations, but it doesn't really see any kinds of holes in the ground. If there were, they're probably just collapsed. But it also doesn't notice any kind of other animals, or it just looks like a forest that started to overgrow through this old city.
While your owl is up there, could he also look for besides the basement if we did decide to camp somewhere outside the ruins, a field or or a clearing or something, or perhaps a boat over by the river?
I can only. She can only get like 100 feet away from me with still talking to me.
I mean, that river's pretty far. It's gonna fly away for a day, come back tomorrow.
I did not know about that limitation.
Let's just bunk down on this, I don't know, slate of, I don't know, out over here.
Yeah, this is the only
slab
map
does
I
look
could find.
less dirty. The foundations look less dirty than the
I don't-
rest. So
I don't know what it is, dears, but I just have this sneaking suspicion that something might come out and attack us here. I don't know what it is. You know?
We could, I mean, we'll just say it's a flat foundation. It doesn't have to be this suspicious, like, little platform where they did sacrifices or something. It's just, these are just foundations of old houses.
You know, it's not the elevation, you know, this sort of temple-like platform. It's just, you know, I somehow feel like we've suddenly ended up on like some sort of battlefield, you know? It just doesn't this feel like someplace you might have a battle?
I mean, yeah, but we can take him probably.
I'll just
What?
cast
More
detect magic
toads?
to see if
That
I
is
will
true.
notice
That is
any
true. We can
lingering
take
effects.
them.
You know, maybe more giant toads, and maybe you can collect them, and then we can like open a business or something, like licking giant toad business or something. Who knows? What if we can
I
ride
think
on
we
the
might need some sort of liability insurance for that, you know.
true?
Sounds dangerous.
All right, are you gonna cast?
I'll cast detect magic. I can do it at will, so I'll just take a look around.
Oh, are you gonna cast it? I was waiting for it.
Oh, sorry. It's
Is it the cantrip?
no. I just have
Okay.
that. It's my invocation.
Yeah, so you did cast detect magic. You're kind of looking around for any kind of glows. Let's see. You don't see anything glowing at the moment. Nothing's popping out except for any magical items that you guys might have on yourselves.
It looks fine. I don't see any lingering magical effects, so I don't think anything's haunted per se.
Are the undead technically magical?
It's a necromantic type of thing. Yes, I would say so. He actually has no idea, but
Probably. I mean, how would they move if it's not magic? You know?
I don't really know, dear, but I'm supposing we may find out. But let's get some rest, you know?
I mean, one of us will skip watch.
Probably a good
If
idea.
if I'm happy to take the remainder of the night if I can get a good solid 4 hours of rest first.
Yes, fine.
I will.
Always bragging about your meditation and your short sleep cycle, you know.
I would be happy to take longer of rest and allow you to take a longer turn at watch if
Well,
you
us
prefer.
ladies do need our beauty rest, you know.
That how much I can attest to.
Oh,
Looks
I'm
aren't
appalled.
easy.
Not you, Hemlock.
Yeah, I
What's
paid
that
good
supposed
money
to
for
mean?
this space.
All right, so we have our. You said you're going to go first, Fader.
I'm going to rest for 4
Oh.
hours, and then I will take the
I
remainder of
always
the
get
night.
it backwards. Who's going
I'll go
first?
first.
Okay.
Me.
I will
First.
join her with Pinion.
With what?
Pinion the owl. His name is Pinion.
So you mean after her? Or are you going to do it with her?
With her, since Mr. Fader said he could basically take the rest of the time.
Yeah, I'm at, but if you, so what I'm asking, you said with her, so in my mind, you're doing it at the same time. So you'll stay up with her for 2 hours, and then Hemlock will take the second, and then Fader will take the next 2? Is that how you're going to do it?
That works.
No, I'm asking. I can't tell you
Yes,
guys.
yes, we will do.
Because I didn't
that
hear
way.
Mildred say she was going to watch. That's why I wasn't sure. Okay, so Leopold and Hemlock. Leopold first. Mildred second. And Fader 3 and 4. Alright, I'm just. That was not. Alright, so let's see. I'm going to need Hemlock and Leopold. Give me your. Whoever wants to do the highest perception check with advantage. Whoever has the highest.
The owl has +3, but I imagine you have more.
+5. I'll do it.
Okay. So, yeah, you guys are sitting up for 2 hours, listening all around you. You can hear the animals and the crickets, and the bushes will rattle every now and then, but nothing seems to be popping out. Is there anything you guys would have said to each other during this time?
So, Miss Hemlock, you
Yes?
want to break into the library, but at the first opportunity, you go and wander off for treasure?
Yes. I do like shiny things.
And you
But I have
drag
a
me along,
well,
which I am
you
just so
are
appreciative of.
you are our watcher? I don't know. You're supposed to be our boss, so yeah, of course, you come along. But also, if we find this great treasure, just think of what they will award us, or maybe we'll get some privileges, or I need to get into that library, no matter what.
Okay, I don't understand, but okay. I also don't know what kind of treasure we could possibly find that would help us to that end, but
I mean, anything is a good treasure, and the treasure is actually the story. We're writing our own story, don't you think, Leopold? You can make a whole book out of our journey, and maybe it'll become famous and awesome. That the school will accept that one day as a great treasure.
Have any of you three actually written a book before?
No. Well, my dad has, but no.
I wrote a book.
Oh, Millie, go back to sleep.
Oh,
You need
sorry,
to-
dear. I was just spying on the two of you. I'll go back to resting.
Oh boy. She needs her sleep. I don't understand why she's always. Anyway. It's
All
a
right.
cold night.
So yeah, your 2 hours go by and there's no incidences. You wake up Mildred.
Millie, your turn.
Oh, I thought he was taking the 4 hours. Oh, okay. I'm up anyways, you know. I've got this with my keen eyesight and my, sharp wits.
I pat Millie on the head. Good night, dear. Good night. Go to bed.
Right.
Did,
Wait, can she even see in the dark?
Can she? I don't think so.
You can't.
That's funny. So Mildred, first question I have to ask is, were you actually up listening to their whole story?
No, I just woke up because they started talking, but I was still resting, right? Like I wasn't actively doing anything. I was just like listening.
Yeah, I'm just
Quietly.
making sure, just double checking. So are you actually gonna be staying up for the next 2 hours? Are you gonna go to sleep?
I'll stay up.
Okay,
I can be
I'm just
responsible.
okay. I'm just
I'm not going to endanger. I'm not going to endanger the group just so I can get some beauty rest, you know.
I'm just asking because I'm never sure with her.
No, I know.
So yeah, you start to watch for your next 2 hours. Give me a perception check at disadvantage. What's that? I can't hear you.
Oh, I'm just looking. I'm not really saying anything. At disadvantage because I can't see in the dark.
Correct.
Can't I just like light some torches?
It's up to you.
Yeah.
Is that what you're going to do? I mean, the torches only has so much radius. Let's see.
Well, I'm gonna light one and put it towards the front, and then I'll put one and I'll put it towards the back,
Okay.
right at the beginning. Then, yeah. Do I still have disadvantage?
Yeah, I would say so. I mean, I like the creativity, so just do regular roll.
It didn't matter much.
Yeah, you don't. You're not seeing anything, but you just hear. You're just constantly like hearing noises on the very edges of the forest and the bushes. They kind of shake, and every time you look over, you don't see anything there. But other than that, you have no incidences either. What would just happen? So you wake up, Fader?
I do. Yes.
Right. Mr. Fader. Give me a perception check. What the hell? 22. Yeah, so you're sitting there. Just how is Fader watching? Like, what's he doing?
He started out near the shrubbery as a thinking that if something were to happen, he could duck in and hide. Then he realized it's dark, so he's got partial cover regardless of if he's near the plants. So he went up to join the group up on the plinth.
Okay.
Getting just a little bit of elevation.
All right. So yeah, you're sitting there, just listening and looking out into the darkness and the forest kind of next to you. The first hour goes by, nothing. The second hour goes by. As you get closer to the third hour, something does actually catch your attention. You hear kind of the bushes over to the east of you. You just hear too much activity almost like going through the forest. And then you hear also something in the sky just go whoosh, whoosh. And it sounded like it was something, some kind of creature flying pretty low, and that's when you kind of see the silhouette against the night sky of these humanoid creatures with these wings that are coming out. They look like dragons, and they start to swoop down. Roll initiative. Tell me what you do.
Everybody wake up.
What's happening? Oh,
I'm going to summon.
there's someone to fight. I'm gonna kick their tushies.
I'm going to summon the daggers.
Is that a bonus action or something?
Just part of my attack action.
Oh. So, I mean, so, yeah, you just... that in your turn. Let's see. So, everybody else is sleeping as he calls. So the first round is a surprise round for you guys, except for Fader, because there's no possible way you guys can get up in 6 seconds to get yourself situated. So Fader, yep.
I was just going to say, do I have an idea what they are? So far, they're still just humanoid figures winging in.
Yeah, it's well, you just see it looks like a little dragon flying, swooping down right at you as you see these dragon humanoids swoop down out of the darkness. I'm trying to think of how popular are kobolds. I feel like they're known. You probably would have heard of them before, but I doubt you would have seen one. All right. Makes no sense. Okay. So this makes so this kobold flies overhead. Let me put their yeah, he just starts to this one just flies closer, but they are 30 feet up in the air.
So
is-
he's
Mm-hmm.
he's 10 feet. He's 10 feet over, but 30 feet up.
Yep. This one kind of does the same, just swooping around. Maybe this way. All right, sorry. Fader.
Taking advantage of the dim light, I will bonus action hide, and then try to make my way toward the bushes to the southeast, or sorry, southwest, and try to attack the southernmost kobold from behind.
So, all right, bonus action hide. Where are you going?
And then I'm going to throw my dagger at the kobold, at the one above me.
Okay.
I have advantage. I don't know if I was successful in my hide. Do I have advantage?
Oh, so yeah, this was. I was trying to figure this out too when it comes to hiding. So when you're hiding, are you going against a part? The way I see it is, you're going against a particular person's perception. So you wouldn't be hidden from the kobold up on top, but you would be hidden from the one on the bottom.
Okay. If that's the case, then I would be specifying to be
Yeah,
trying to
just
hide from my
specify the
intended
person
victim.
you're trying to hide
Correct.
from. Okay.
Yeah.
Yep.
So
So then, yes, it would be at advantage.
I can only assume that misses.
Your psychic blade shoots up, yeah, and it kind of just moves to the side and goes right by it.
Yeah, I realize that I can't hide, but I will use the rest of my movement to duck into these bushes in order to try and gain some cover.
Okay. All
And
right.
that will do my.
All right. The next, you just hear this "rah" kind of noises as these kobolds all start to pile out of the woods. This one starts to go straight up and attack at Hemlock. With a dagger. It gets an 11. I'm assuming that
Does not
misses.
hit. Yeah.
Oh yeah, we did say this was not a pyramid. This one comes up. Does its dagger at advantage. So now it has packed tactics. Critical hit. Oh, poor Shepherd. Shepherd. I did it again. Poor Hemlock. Aw. 7 piercing. This one is going to come over here and use its sling at Fader, but you have plus, I would say that's pretty thick bush. I'll get +3. What is your AC now?
With +3, it would be 17.
Okay. It misses. It just hits into the bush. He just saw you going in there, so he just like shot one at the bush. He didn't actually, doesn't actually see you. And these other two are gonna come up. This one's gonna come up and use its slings. It's gonna do one at Mildred at disadvantage since she is on the ground. Oops, that was a a 9, but that misses anyway. And the other one is going to do the same. At disadvantage. Gets a 14. Mildred's armor class is 16. That's a miss. Alright. Mildred, yeah, you you wake up to these things attacking you.
I knew this place seemed fishy from the beginning. Here we go.
Guess I should put on some.
Sorry, I don't know if I have. We did not get a rest, huh? Did we get a short rest?
This is where it always gets complicated. Yeah, we can't say a long rest occurred, but definitely, I mean, you're sure you would have had a short rest.
Hemlock, do we get our thingies back after a short rest?
Yes.
Long rest. Short rest. All right.
Rest.
So I will use my symbiotic entity, which will give me 4 temporary hit points per level. So I will get 12 temporary hit points, and I may use my reaction to deal an extra Halo Spores damage. And my weapon attacks do more. And then I will move.
Are you in these bushes? Somebody protect.
Don't lead them to me.
Oh, I saw you come in here. Don't act like you're so stealthy at all.
That will end my. I'm done.
Alright. Hemlock.
All right. I wake up and I see a bunch of kobolds, and I will first fairy fire on them.
Is that where you're
Then I
placing
will
it?
Yeah, I'm gonna
On all of you?
place it
Including Leopold?
all of- Yes.
You do
hold on.
if you do realize if he fails, attacks on him would be at advantage.
How do I move it?
You just select the ruler on the left, and then you just grab it.
Okay.
Has to be
There you
on the squares, not half in a square. Is that trying to cheat?
Then yes, I will put it on him because he can get out of it. I think. I don't care. Anyway.
So you're doing it
I
like.
turn into.
So how are you doing it?
No, one up.
Because this is the squares. Huh? Look at that. Wait, what are you doing?
What are you doing?
Oh, that's me.
If you
Uh,
turn it the other way, you can get all 3.
Turn it the other way. I can't. I don't know how.
What do you mean turn it the other way?
Well, one way it. Oh,
It's a square.
it is square.
Yeah, you can't really shift it diagonal.
For some reason, it looked.
Forget it. I
thinner
ain't gonna
on
do
one
that.
side.
Not
Okay.
gonna do that. It looks stupid. I thought it was bigger too. I'm just gonna transform into a wolf. That's a bonus action. And then
Okay.
I'm gonna bite the one that hit me.
The square did seem a little small.
Yeah,
What-
it's a 20 by 20.
I mean, they're 5 feet. So you said a wolf? A regular wolf?
Yeah. Yeah. Direwolf.
And that's wild shape. Oh. Oh. I said, God damn it. Let's do that again. A direwolf.
And since he's standing next to me, I get advantage because of pack tactics. And I get an 18. He's so big.
Okay, which one are you attacking?
The one that attacked me. I'll just attack this one.
And there's no ally next to it, so he's not 5 feet next.
My ally's next to it.
Wait, are we
Isn't
looking
it
at the
when
same
he's
thing?
near me?
No, it's when they're 5 feet from the target.
Oh, then I'll go here. I know I'll get a attack of opportunity. Fine. So complicated. I'll attack this one.
All right.
That one.
It's still not at advantage.
Why?
Because you don't have an ally. Oh, no, that guy's 30 feet in the air.
Oh!
You don't see the 30 feet
So
above their
hard.
heads?
I thought that was something else. Never mind then. I'll do the.
Okay.
I'll go back and just attack him normal.
There you
Nat
go.
20.
All right.
$16.
Oh my god. All right. Yeah, so you just grab this kobold by its neck and just start shaking it, and you just hear its neck snap. It just goes limp.
Yes. And now I move close. Oh no, that's it. And then yeah, that'll be it.
Okay. So this kobold flying in the sky flies over Leopold, and he drops a rock. Gets a 10. This other one flies over Leopold and drops his rock. Gets a 9.
They're dropping. Stop it!
Leopold.
Stop with your bloody.
You're just like.
I will stand up since I haven't stood up yet, and I will look at the one in the air and speak in Draconic. You uncivilized little brat! Now fire an Eldritch Blast at him. At this one over here.
Can you mark it? I didn't see. Oh, that one? Okay.
Yes.
Yeah, that's a hit for 10. It smashes into him. What did your Eldritch Blast look like again? I can't remember.
It's this crackling blue energy, and it looks like a clock hand.
Gotcha. Oh, that's cool. Yeah, so it like shoots out and smacks him. His wings get all messed up. He's having a hard time flying. He looks really bad.
Just finished yelling out at Draconic. You little rapscallions, best not. Just better run.
The other one responds, "You're gonna be dinner tonight." In Draconic. Fader.
I'm going to hurl a psychic dagger at the kobold that is attacking Hemlock.
That's a hit.
And sneak attack, given that he's in melee with one of my allies. Oh,
4 plus 8. Yeah, it just rips right through his chest, and he drops.
I will make my way to the bushes south of me and attempt a bonus act. No, I'll stay in the bushes that I'm in and attempt a bonus action hide.
Okay. The Wait, I got the turn order messed up. Well, yeah, I was doing it the opposite. I'll just have to keep doing it that way. So this kobold at the bottom, who's he gonna go after? He takes a charge at Mildred.
He gets within 10 feet. I will use my protection.
Okay.
to Use my halo spores. He needs to make a DC something Constitution saving throw. 13. DC 13 con save.
He fails. What kind of damage is this?
Necrotic.
All right. Yeah, he starts charging you with his dagger. He's licking his lips. Your spores kind of flush off of you and start hitting him, and you just see them start burning his skin. He's like, and he just like shrivels up, and he just drops. All right. The other ones see this. The ones who are flying are like, retreat, retreat, in Draconic. These two dash off. 15. Into the woods. This one flying 30 feet up does the same. It dashes over the forest. So does this one. And over the trees. Are you guys gonna go chase them through the woods?
Are they within the long range of my short bow?
Well, they're over the trees, so you can't see through trees. So how would you shoot them?
Well,
I mean-
I'm thinking the ones that are in the air.
Yeah, they flew over the forest, the trees. Like, they're only 30 feet high, so they would be like right above the trees. Unless you stood back to try to see if you can see them. But from the angle, I don't think you would be able to see them.
Okay.
It's up to you. What do you if you're gonna go after them or not?
If I'm not going to go after them by myself. Hemlock, what do you think? Oh, you're a wolf.
Oh.
I'm going to take my cue from Hemlock. If she goes,
Alright.
I'll go with.
So what does Mildred do? I'll just go down the line then.
Where did those little rapscallions get off to? The game is paused, but I'm
Oh.
just going to hang out.
Okay. Hemlock, what do you do?
I'm doing nothing. I'll just lay down now.
Alright, Leopold?
My owl has a speed of 60, so I'm going to have him go and touch the injured kobold and do a flyby, shocking grasp.
So, a thing of 60. Where was your owl then?
I would think it would probably be near me.
So how far was this one? It's 35. Yep, it could just make it.
Yes, and it doesn't. He can basically dash and do this, so I'll just have him go there, dash back, just for good measure, just to try to kill the injured one.
Okay. So yeah, your bird owl quickly flies over, lands on its back while you do shocking grasp, and nothing just kind of goes and just falls out of the sky and falls into the trees.
That's a good girl. You can come on back now.
Fader.
I would like to begin an investigation searching these bodies.
Okay. What's everybody else going to be doing?
Just like standing guard.
Would somebody like to help me search these bodies?
I'm going back to bed, and Pinion, you could watch the rest of the time. I need to finish getting my rest. It's fine. Little filthy creatures.
All right.
I sleep as a wolf.
Is that a no? Nobody would like to help me search these bodies then?
What could they possibly have
Middle
on
of the
them?
night, it's time to take a rest.
All right. While I finish the rest of my my watch, I will do a cursory examination of the body.
Okay.
I will shift over here where it smells less.
I accidentally hit with advantage.
And 19 was your first roll anyway.
So the 19 was the first roll.
Okay. Yeah, you look through them. You would find, I would say, about 6 daggers in 3 slings. And let's see. And you find a crow feather quill pen on one of them. It's all dirty and like mangled up a little, but that's what you found.
Nothing shiny.
Not on these guys.
I'm going to add I'm going to add 2 of their daggers to my drow daggers.
Okay. All right, and everyone else went to sleep. The remaining of the night goes by with no more incidences. Those kobolds were scared off. Are you guys? Yeah, and you all get your long rest.
All right.
What do you guys do?
We should go on, right? Towards the mountain? Or whatever, the rocks?
Yes,
Yeah.
yes. Either that or follow the river, since the river seems to lead to the bridge we need to go to anyway.
Are we sure it's the same river?
Well, where? Oh, that river. Okay, I see.
If our goal is to get to the bridge, I guess there's not much difference in length of the path. When you told me that the 3-tree hill was about a day's journey, was that straight line distance or following any paths that exist?
It was, I mean, just this straight line distance.
Well, it seems to me that we've got either the path depicted on the map, or the river, or make a straight line straight there.
Looks like if we go never eat soggy waffles south,
I'm sorry, what soggy?
I'm sorry. Never eat soggy waffles.
yes,
Oh,
northwest,
northeast.
east,
Oh,
yes.
got
Anyway,
it.
if we go south, it looks like we would have to travel over a mountain. Like which way, and then we go straight down. There's mountains.
I-
It looks like, but
Yes, I guess
also
there is
the
a little bit of a
hand.
red path that goes go down to the river and sort of around, doesn't it? Look at that. Would
Yes,
you look at that?
I think we should do the river.
Is nobody else curious about the hand and the horn?
No, I'm very curious, but
I could
Is
consider
it just a
that.
rock?
it might be
We-
a wizard
what
tower.
do we know?
We don't know.
It might be. It might be. I mean, we don't know where this map came from.
True.
Whoever marked it, the hand and horn, clearly did so in order to make note of that as a place, whether it be just a landmark or perhaps someplace where they stashed something.
Maybe we should go to the hand and horn. What if
Let's
there's
do it.
like a key or something that we need to get?
Did we even search this place and if there, in case there was a key or something
Oh.
here?
We did arrive here after dark, so perhaps now in the light of day
We
would be
didn't.
a
We didn't
better time.
see any kind of. We made a brief overpass over the buildings, over the what remains. I don't think there's actually anything here.
Okay. Then let's go to the hand and horn then.
We have to go this way.
My vote is also for the hand and horn.
I guess we'll travel west then.
That means we're going waffles.
Yes.
Off to the
Right.
waffles.
Off to the waffles.
It's breakfast time.
Okay.
Do you think they'll have maple syrup?
Probably.
Big fan of syrup on my waffles.
Actually, so yeah, you pack up all your stuff and start heading down the main road to the Hand and Horn to the west. All right. What is your? I guess you're all just marching together since it's only 4. Or do you have an actual marching order that you guys are sticking to?
I always stay toward the middle.
That's fair enough.
Okay.
Well, with only 4 of us, there's very rarely a middle. There's a front and a back.
I'm in the front.
I'll take up the caboose.
And I'll have Pinion flying overhead just to give him a bird's eye view.
I'm sorry. Where are you going?
If we're heading west, that means we're heading to the left of the screen.
I was just putting you in
Going to the
order. It didn't matter which way you were facing.
The marching order.
Are we going to? Are we? I will walk in front or in back. I don't think it matters to me.
I'll be.
You broke up, Hemlock.
I'll be in the front.
Are we going to try and walk single file or 2 by 2?
Marching line. Like a little parade.
All right, so yeah, you guys start marching down the road towards your new destination, and let's take our first break right now so I can get better prepared.
Okay.
All right, be right back. Okay. So yeah, you guys start heading down this way road to the Hand and Horn. As you are traveling, the most of the day, this road is like old. Most of it's dirt. Not many people, if any, travel up and down this road, so you don't actually run into anybody. But about halfway through your day, you can hear rumbling and commotion coming down from the road. Like it's ahead of you. You can't see because the road kind of curves through the forest and the mountains and stuff. So, but you can definitely hear like so like things. It sounds like almost marching. You hear metal clinking, things like that, and you do hear speaking, but you don't understand it.
Perhaps we
Do we
should hide.
do we not understand it because we don't understand the language, or because it's too far away and too muffled?
Because you don't understand the language.
Does it seem like they're still far away? I can
Unless-
cast comprehend languages right quick.
I'm giving you guys would say you have one action to take to decide what you're gonna do. Like, are you gonna try to hide? Are you gonna just stand there in the road? Like,
Oh, I
I'm
definitely say
going.
we should
I'm
hide.
going to move off the road into the trees and hide.
Before they leave, I cast Pass Without a Trace on everybody, and then we go.
Oh,
to the...
very nice.
okay, and that's just one action.
That's an action, yeah. Oh shit! It's a tap.
That's
Yeah, I'll
fine.
hide.
There was a template that came up.
Yeah.
I didn't want the template.
Oh, you could have put it
it's-
down. Oh, there's nowhere to put it. Oh, you're not on the right map. Okay.
I
Hold
put
on.
it down though. It's 60 by 60. It's
Oh, that's big. Yeah, you can. Yeah,
they have to just be with me.
what does it look like when you cast that spell? Since I think this is the first time you're ever casting it.
It is. Well, I reach into my pouch and I have some ashes, and I go, and then it just like flies into the air, and it gets on everybody's head, and we go a little,
No, 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 no,
Yeah,
no.
don't wash in the
It's
shop.
just like
Stop,
a
stop,
veil of shadows, kind of almost.
Yeah, just shadows
a little
come
bit.
like form around us a little bit.
All right, and then where do you guys all go the same way, or do you run across in all different directions into the bushes?
In order for that, I don't know that.
Stay but
Yeah,
30 feet
Same
from me.
direction.
Yep. So you all get like one movement. So from where you're standing, you can move your tokens. Tell me.
I'm not. I'm
so
not.
Are these trees or bushes?
we'll just say they're trees. You can hide behind them. All right. So yeah, you all just kind of. She casts her spell. The I can't even speak. The shadows kind of from the forest kind of grow over you guys, giving you a +10 to stealth. Everyone, give me a stealth check. +10, all right. Yeah, as you guys are sitting there behind your trees listening, you just hear all this marching coming around the corner and into view. You see this tribe of orcs just walking down this road.
Hold on.
Smart.
I'm sorry. But, like I'm not able to scroll on my sheet. Like I can't go down.
What do you mean? This map is too big.
I don't know. Sorry.
Oh,
I don't
that was happening before. I had to reload the screen.
need to reload. I'll be right back.
All right, yeah, so you just kind of see this tribe of orcs walking down the road. None of them know you guys are there. None of you probably speak orc, and so they just keep going. All right. Yeah, and they just what do you guys like say to anything to anybody as they're walking? Like whispering.
Do not do anything stupid, please, for the love of God.
Take care to. You think they'd like a toad lick, those boys? They look rather irritated.
No.
All right, and then yeah, they're just like, and they just keep going until they're out of sight. It's great.
I would suggest that we stay hidden until we can't hear them anymore.
How long do you stay hidden?
5 minutes.
Okay.
Well, we can just start sneaking in the other direction. I mean, we do have this lovely spell cast on us.
Yeah, it'll look like a big shadow moving through the the side of the
And
road.
lasts for an hour, I believe.
Yes, it does.
It does.
That's a cool spell. All right. Yes, you guys kind of just start sneaking to continue on your way, and yeah, as you are going down, you're being really cautious at first, obviously, and the shadow's moving with you. But by the time it kind of dissipates and you guys are done with that spell, you're more comfortable now that no one's followed you or even knows where you are. And up ahead, you do see what appears to be that hand, or that, yeah, the mountain that's kind of like shaped like a hand.
Behold, a mountain like a hand. This surely looks like it'll have something special in it.
Or
Or it could just be a mountain shaped like a hand.
old handy mountain, you know.
All right. So, what do you guys do? It's the day's kind of at its end. You're at the kind of the base of this kind of rock that looks like a big hand.
About how tall is it?
So I'm trying to figure out. Where is that? Do. It's considered a tall outcropping of rocks with 3 pine trees growing atop of it. So from that,
Oh, I think it's looking at the other landmark, actually.
oh wait, oh yeah, I am looking at the other. God damn it! Oh no, it's just rock formations called the Hand and the Horn. So I don't know, 30 feet. We'll say, to get to the palm, and then maybe the fingers kind of higher than that.
Does it look climbable to reach the palm?
Yeah, like the one behind Brittany. We'll say that's what it looks like. So yeah, that's pretty big. So we'll say that. That looks like how it would be.
I'm gonna send Pin above the canopy just to see if he sees any smoke wafting around from around the canyon. If those orcs are coming this way, I'm just trying to make sure that they don't have a campsite nearby.
Okay. So perception.
So 13.
Yeah, this is the owl, right? Is that
Oh wait, that's
wait.
that's adding it together. No, wait, hold on. 12. Yes, the owl.
All right, so yeah, your owl flies around. Those orcs, there's no sight of them at this point. They marched off. There's no sign of them coming back or any kind of smoke off in the distance. Yeah, so I mean, it doesn't really seem much else.
That's a little bit of a peace of mind. Okay.
All right. So you guys set up your camp again and camp out through the night. I'm just going to fast forward because I just know there's no incidences. So you guys set up your cots. You do your typical watches throughout the night, but there are no incidences. If there was something you guys wanted to talk about or say during the night, you do that.
So, a hand. Where next? Do you think there's treasure somewhere?
Um, I don't think that we should leave here without at least attempting to make it up to the palm, see if there's anything of note up there.
You
If
just
for
want
no other, if for no other reason than to get a better vantage for a look around.
Oh, I mean, well, if that was something you wanted to do, you could have started. Well, how big was that mountain again?
You said 30 feet. It's not that big.
Yeah,
It's like a hill more
I
than
would
a mountain.
say, well, the one that she put up her picture behind her was a lot bigger. But we'll say it would take at least an hour to get all the way up to the very tip, because you're rock climbing.
Is it something that we could do safely, or would it involve any kind of risks?
Yeah, see, I like that picture behind Hemlock and her in the game. So so I guess that's what it would look like. You could, if you know rock climbing. I mean, you're a rogue. I don't see why a rogue wouldn't be able to rock climb.
I'm interested. I would like to go take at least a cursory look around at the palm of this thing.
Or if you had ropes and
All right.
pittons.
I could climb up and tie a rope off, and that would hang it down for anybody who would like to follow.
Sure. I'll go. Why not?
Okay. You start to climb up. See, I like the idea of rogues being able to do stuff like that. It makes sense to me. So, and don't you have pittons and stuff like that? Did you get that one? I think it's the Explorers pack, or no, Dungeoneers pack.
I don't believe I picked up the dungeon yet.
Hey, it's fine. So yeah, you climb up, and you takes you up by yourself, just going up to a point where you can like tie a rope to get to the palm for them, because that's kind of further down. We'll say about 15 minutes or so. You tie a rope, you throw it down to the rest of the people. That's not even that. Rope is only 50 feet.
And with my rope.
I'm making this way too complex. I just want it to be easy. Yeah, we'll just... so...
While I wait for them to climb up, I'd like to search around up here for evidence of something that's been left behind, something that's been buried, something that's been secreted away.
Who's going up, by the way, and who's staying down? So
I'm staying down here. It's fine. You have fun on your little adventure up this mountain.
What's Hemlock gonna do? Or Mildred, sorry. I saw you raise your hand to go up. Sorry.
Millie's just going to sit around about the bottom.
All right, so just Hemlock goes up then. So yeah, Hemlock and Fader, you guys climb up to the palm of this mountain. Give me a investigation, Fader, or perception, depending on how you look.
Now, at this point, I'd like to also add my my psychic die, which only gets used if it's needed. So I would roll a d6. That would be added if this roll failed. then I would add the d6 and lose that die. If this roll did not fail, then the d6 it's like it never happened.
No, I understand how this is working, and it's something I wanted to talk to you about because it's so wishy-washy to me, especially when it comes to stealth checks, because there's no real fail for stealth checks. It's just if you get detected, or so I have to figure all that out. But for this DC, yeah, you look around and you don't seem to find anything. So I guess you could roll your dice. Is that how it works? +3.
No, don't. No, just two. Just two.
Oh.
So it would be a total of
minus the
19.
Yeah, when you mean you're pretty confident that there's nothing up here, and you don't use the die. What do you do?
I'm pretty confident that there's nothing up here.
Well, that blows.
I made a spot of tea.
Oh,
As we stand here in the palm, looking on up toward the tips of the fingers, does it look like there's a path up there, or is it more steep?
It would be, yeah, it would be more steeper climbing.
I'm gonna go ahead and cast Detect Magic while I'm down here, just because curious.
Okay. You cast Detect Magic.
I can do it at will. I might as well.
Yeah. So what is the range? Is like 30 feet.
I believe so. Let me double check.
It's just my mind is evil, and I just thought of something so evil, but yeah.
Yes, 30 feet.
So yeah, give me a perception check. You look around. You have your magic detect magic on, but nothing is glowing. This just seems like the base of a rock.
I knew it.
do I see a pathway to get around?
To where that road kind of starts back up, which leads to the wood bridge.
Gotcha. So we would have to go towards the trees. What is this, like, leg?
What?
You see this, like, okay, next to the hand, there's, like, a leg.
Oh, well,
Looks
I mean,
like
it's
just like a spire.
Yeah, spire. I was gonna...
Okay. So, I would like, is there a way to get around the spire and then into the trees? Or, like, I don't know. You know what I mean?
I mean, you see that there are mountains in between you and the river south, and then there's that spire and the trees to the east. You would just have to, you'd be off trail for some time before you get to either the river or that road that leads to the wood bridge.
I think that if we were to leave from the Hand and Horn and head off southeast, I think that we would eventually find the road again that would take us to the bridge. If we head off southeast and miss the road, we'll eventually reach the river, and then we can follow the river to the south, and that will also bring us to the bridge.
True. Okay. Yeah, we can tell the boys. Leo and Millie. What?
The fine
Plan.
lady.
Finest lady in the world.
You know, are we really in such a rush that we need to go traipsing through the woods instead of following the perfectly nice path?
You can't hear. We're up on the top of the mountain.
You said you were going to come tell me.
Ah, okay, we're good down. Yeah.
All right.
So,
Yeah, you come back down, Leopold's standing there. Mildred, what do you guys say to them?
I think if we were to leave here and go southeast, we'll eventually find the path again. And if we, for some reason, miss the path, we'll eventually come in sight of the three tree hill. and that will be a clue to veer south, and we'll eventually find the road and the wood bridge.
I see. And what was it? A magical hand up there? Did we just,
Oh yes, I found a potion of what I suspect was a potion, some sort of a healing potion. I drank it, but I didn't really need any healing, so I'm not sure if it did anything. I don't really feel any different.
Are you?
Yeah.
It's true. I mean, he scraped his knee and now it's done. It's gone. You know, the scrape.
So I can only assume that it was big though. It seemed
It was huge.
awfully big.
I told him
Probably in retrospect I shouldn't have used it for a
no.
skinned knee.
Yes,
It must
assuredly.
have been like
If you
1,000 gold pieces.
Now that I think about it, it was probably for the better if I hadn't. But
He
Oh.
chugged that thing down.
it's, as they say, it's water under the bridge.
I hope you don't end up just watching one of us perish as you consider the fact that you don't have a healing potion to save our lives. Instead of using it to heal your scraped knee.
Oh my god. All right. So, what are you guys gonna do tonight? Same thing, same
Yep.
watch.
Seems to be working.
Yes.
What's going on in Leopold's head?
Oh, just that we went on this magnificent journey to a rock formation when we could have just followed the river, like he suggested before. And that,
But the map told us to come this way, son. And we're following the map.
you're not in my head. Get out of my head.
That's funny.
No, but I am. I can speak with you telepathically.
And this
She
is,
can find.
this is,
He's you can just tell he has something on his mind and she just starts talking to him telepathically. It makes it worse.
You can see him brooding over there.
Yeah.
get out of my head.
Oh my god, that's great. All right, so yeah, if you guys don't say anything or do anything for the rest of the night, you guys camp out. Again, there are no incidences. You just hear some noises here or there, but you wake up nice and relaxed the next day. This is today when you wake up. There are some light clouds. But otherwise, it is a nice summer day.
Well,
You
I guess let's get to move on through the lovely, lovely woods that are teeming with lovely, lovely creatures. And this lovely, lovely adventure you've all dragged me on.
It is
Oh,
quite
it's-
lovely, isn't it?
It's good to see that Leopold is starting to take a shine to the adventuring life.
okay? So I believe you said you're going.
It's good to see you come out of your negative ways and share this sort of positivity with the group. Feels good. Would you like some tea?
No.
Love some tea. Let's go.
Right. Yeah, you just continue on your way through the forest. Who's going to give me survival checks to see if you guys is any of you proficient?
Nope.
Bible. Hold on.
I still cannot like
Survival's the very last skill.
anything below the words charisma on my character sheet. It's driving me crazy.
I don't understand.
Have you tried popping it out?
Oh,
I'm proficient.
if you that is weird. I just saw that too.
I can scroll on everything else except for on the attributes.
Have you tried grabbing the arrow in the bottom right hand corner
Yeah.
and dragging the sheet bigger?
down there.
You can also just click the little 3 dots and pop out your character sheet.
Huh. I mean, yeah. Maybe it's a setting. Oh, because you have it on a TV, don't you? Maybe it's cut off at the bottom? Is the game cut off at the bottom?
Everything else is normal.
Oh. I don't know then.
So you want survival checks?
If someone's proficient in survival, so I guess it'd be a disadvantage. Oh, you are proficient?
I am. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
You are a druid, so that would I mean I wouldn't see why you wouldn't be. So yeah, give me a survival check.
Lovely.
You're following a map of some sort, so I'll give you advantage on that. It is a map.
Even worse.
So yeah, you guys are traveling through these woods. It's clear. She's like kind of on the fence of knowing which way to go.
Old map.
The map's not that clear, but after some confusion, a little bit of getting lost, you actually finally do see the bridge up ahead, but it has taken longer than usual, and it's the sun's already pretty much like really gone down, and it's by the time you get to that bridge, it's going to be like the sun will be dark. So do you just keep going?
Fantastic.
We made it.
So yeah, you get to the bridge. It is completely dark now. Off in the distance, you can start hearing some wolves howl.
Is it a covered bridge by any chance?
It is a covered bridge, yeah.
I might as well sleep in the bridge, at least in case it rains, we'll have a little bit of cover.
We could also, if we were under the bridge, if we were beset upon, they could only get at us from 2 directions.
Always with the negativity. Why can't we ever just have a nice night?
I mean, all right. So, I mean, you guys are having nice nights. You haven't had encounters in 2 nights.
I'm still trying to wrap my head
Quite
around
the-
the fact that Leopold just told me that I was being negative.
He found a sense of humor. Finally.
He found a sense of humor right when he found his love for the adventure in the forest.
Exactly. The adventure's finally doing something good.
I'm going to
I would
unroll
like to sleep on a man-made structure because I'm tired of these branches and bugs.
I'm going to unroll my meditation pad on the floor of the bridge.
Okay. All right. So, so it was Leopold and Hemlock. Give me perception checks.
I thought it was one with advantage.
Oh yeah, sorry. Yep, one with advantage.
Hemlock, you know.
All right, Hemlock. As you are sitting there, you guys are chatting about whatever. You do hear something, grunting noises, coming down. They kind of sound familiar, like that group of orcs that you heard, but you only hear one.
I cast again, you know, I cast
Pass without a trace.
Thank you. Pass without a trace.
Excuse me.
And then do I see him?
Yeah, you see this pretty beefy orc walking. Show everyone what he looks like.
Is it dark out now?
Oh yeah, it's dark. So do you guys wake people up, or do you just cast a spell and hope he walks by?
Is he walking towards the bridge, or is he walking like in a different direction? You know what I mean?
He's coming from the south going north, walking towards the bridge. He's not on the road though, he's like kind of off the road. You see him through like the sides of the trees and stuff. So you don't know if he's going under the bridge or if he's gonna come back up and go over it.
Like to creep. So, oh wait, let me just make sure something.
What does Leopold do? Well,
It's only one of them. He does look rough, but I doubt he'd be that enthused on attacking for people. They are somewhat intelligent, after all. I'd have to imagine they couldn't be that dumb, could they? I will just press myself against the bridge and just wait to see if he walks past.
I would like to crawl 30 feet from the orc, and wait until if he comes by us, I would like to cast Charm Person. But only if he gets in my range really close. Yeah.
okay. So yeah, he's walking towards you, kind of at the end of the bridge. I'm assuming, like crouched against the wall inside. Is that like waiting for him to come 30 feet?
Yep.
All right. So yeah, you're at the corner of the bridge. He's walking down the side, coming close to the water, but then he kind of he like washes his hands. He does something in the water, and then he kind of starts to trek his way back up towards the bridge entrance where you are at. So when he gets into 30 feet, you cast Charm Person.
Yes.
Okay. Cast the spell. Wisdom
13.
saving throw. What does it look like when you cast Charm Person?
Oof. So I whip around and I go like this, and then I lock like eyes with him. I go, and I charm him. I don't know.
Okay. Let me get the map ready.
Did you just Crocodile Dundee an orc?
By the way, Seb, look what I have.
Huh? I don't have a map, so...
I don't know if you can see it from there. It's
Is that a giant coffee cup?
Aeropress.
Oh, you got one? Awesome. How do you like it?
good. I'm still perfecting the method, but like when I take the time to do it really good, I can tell that it's like really good. But then like sometimes I just rush it, and then it's still good.
All right, so we'll say this is the bridge. You guys are on it. It's my awesome mapping skills. He would be 30 feet away. So he'd be like here. We have Hemlock here. Peter, Mildred, all against a wall with a cloaking spell kind of over everyone, so it's really dark in here. You jump out. You cast your spell on him. You pointed at his eyes, and his eyes start to glow and like luminesce a little bit, and then they just kind of, he goes, and his eyes go back to normal, and he looks at you, and he pulls out his weapon. He says, something in Orc that you can't understand, and he starts to charge. Roll
Oh, God.
initiative.
What did he get? Oh my god.
Oh, he got a 19.
Of course he did.
There you go. So everyone roll initiative, and then it will be a surprise round on everyone who's not awake. But it was a good try. Definitely a good try.
Who knew he'd be wise?
So who is first? I need a... There we go. Vader is sleeping. Leopold.
What? Why would you do that? Damn it. Okay. Let's see. What can I do to this man? I will go ahead and... What's the range on Hex? 90 feet. Yes, I got that. I will go ahead and Hex him. I will give him disadvantage on strength ability checks, and then I will cast Eldritch Blast.
Does your Eldritch Blast make any noise when you cast?
Yeah, pretty much.
Is it possible
does it
that
make?
that noise would...
Well, the way I'm doing it is you would wake up regardless after the first round, but not during.
I'm
Because
hoping a 20 would
he's
hit.
making noise too, the ogre or orc.
I'm
Doesn't it
imagining
just
a 20 hit. Yes.
Describe it as a crackling beam.
Yeah, 20 hits.
So 8 force, 2 thunder, and then the hex damage. And then I run backwards past the sleeping ones, and I go, "Wake up! She's done it again!"
Alright. Hemlock.
I turn into a wolf. Oh my god.
Direwolf. Wild shape. Poof.
Watch this be some named character we weren't supposed to kill.
Alright.
20. Dirty 20.
That hits. Okay.
Okay,
He's still going. Grabbed on him. His leather over his arms. He's like, "Rah!" You're holding on his arm. You bit him. Is that
That's it.
it?
Did
Okay.
you have him
That's
do a
it.
strength saving throw?
Oh, does he?
Oh. Yeah, he does.
Granted, he's an orc, so it's a pretty good chance he makes it, but still.
Yeah. He gets a 20.
He's good.
Okay. It is his turn. He swings at you. You're the one biting him. He swings his great axe. Gets a 22.
Yeah, hits me.
For 9 slashing. Swings again. 25.
Yeah.
For 7 slashing. Vader. So yeah, that commotion from the first round woke you guys up.
Okay, I'm going to move. To these bushes. I'm going to throw a dagger.
Definitely a hit. So are these regular daggers that you're throwing?
This is my psychic dagger, which is a D6.
I thought it was a
Plus
D4.
Psychic dagger is D6.
Oh,
A
okay.
regular dagger is D4.
Oh, I see.
And I'm also going to do sneak attack.
Okay. For 9 total.
And then I'm going to bonus action hide.
All right, he's looking wounded. Got that new little macro going to show you when they're wounded or not. All right. You're pretty confident you're hidden from him. Leopold.
Okay, I'm just going to stay where I'm at and going to launch another Eldritch Blast. That's what I do.
That misses.
Okay,
He
alright.
blocks it with his
Well, I'm glad I'm all the way over here.
Is that it?
Yes.
Mildred.
Oh, what's happening? We're being a...
Okay, I run over here.
Okay. Is that it?
I am going to throw a magical stone.
I would love to see this little pouch that she has with all these little stones in it. And they're like all perfect, like weird round stones. Like, like where do you get those from?
So, yeah.
They look fake almost. I mean, 23 is definitely a hit. All right.
So it's +3, so it's going to be 6 damage total.
All right. Yeah, it smashes him in the face. He's a little dizzy. Anything
And
else?
it's my turn? Nope, that's it.
Hemlock.
I bite him.
That's... You guys are rolling so high. How do you kill him?
I lunge at him, I knock him over, and I rip out his throat.
Yeah, and blood just like pours down your mouth as he lies there dead.
That That was one of the bad ones, right?
back into
I
Hemlock.
think we can presume.
I turn back into Hemlock and I wipe the blood off my face and I go, "Yes, dear, I believe he was evil. Who knows?" And I search his body.
I will assist.
The who knows part gives me pause.
This is only just the slightest bit morbid.
Hemlock investigation with advantage. I mean, right off the bat, he has a javelin on him. He has a great axe. He has it's orc plate armor, so it's in their fashion. 15. You also find two, 7 gold pieces on him.
Yes. Score! I found some gold pieces.
But nothing else.
Well, do we feel good about this?
I feel fantastic about it.
I feel like I wish I'd finished my rest. I'm still quite tired.
Move his body into this bush over here and then go back to sleep because he was creeping up on us.
Indeed.
It looked like he was washing his hands.
We
May I
didn't
make
see
a-
that.
May I make a suggestion for the future?
Sure.
Perhaps when the folks in the party who are on watch hear a disturbance and it looks like we might be going into battle, perhaps maybe wake up the folks who are sleeping.
Although,
I wasn't planning on.
with that being said, last time we did wake up the folks and they still got a surprise on us. So actually, the difference between you waking us up and you not waking us up was practically nil.
Well,
Also,
this situation was different because she was waiting for him to walk closer. The last one, they were already close when they started. Because she cast a spell and then she like waited at the corner like that entire time. She could have woken you guys up.
I was trying to be passive. You know, I didn't want to be aggressive. I just wanted him to go away.
You cast a spell on him. That's very aggressive.
It was a charm spell. I was just going to tell him go away. Also,
I'm going back to
Never mind.
I'm going back to meditation.
I push him into the bush. Gosh.
He just like pushed the body, just like rolls down the hill into the water and splashes. Yeah, I was only saying that to you, Mildred, Brendan, because I didn't know if you realized the difference in the two scenarios. I don't know if Mildred was saying that anyway.
That makes sense.
Okay. I didn't know. I need to stop interrupting people and like putting my 2 cents into the roleplay. But I just feel like, yeah, you just misunderstood the situation. Okay. All right, yeah, so the rest of the night goes by. There's no more orcs walking across the bridge or down the road, and you all get your long rest. So now you're at the wood bridge. You have the road south. It's kind of southwest to get to the final destination.
We have to go past the scorch of the red worm into the foggy moor.
Yeah, when you look down south of you, you can definitely see this mountain kind of rising up in the distance with the smoke pluming out of it. Now that the sun is up, you can clearly see it.
That's a volcano. We're walking toward a volcano. Why?
Well,
Because that's where the path leads.
indeed. You'd think if there was an active volcano nearby, you'd hear about it. I'm sure it's a dormant, just little old volcano like all of the other ones.
Dormant volcanoes don't typically smoke.
Oh,
Well, the map shows it smoking, but it could be a dramatization.
We can see it smoking up there. It's there. It's smoking.
Oh, yes. Okay, yes, it's probably active. But chances are it's not going to erupt.
Hopefully. Begin with us. Anything's possible. We have bad luck.
All right, let's go see what's over there.
Yeah, let's go.
Okay, yeah, you guys start heading down. You kind of walk the whole day. You go through the kind of the edge of a forest. As you approach the mountains, as you get by, you can just smell the, I don't know what sulfur would it be? Smell like the burning lava, and you can, yeah, it's not overwhelming, but you can tell that this thing has been pluming smoke for a long time. You pass it. There's no crazy incidences unless you guys decide to stop for any reason. You don't really see anything of interest as you're walking through. And then you eventually arrive at this old, creepy looking house that's kind of in the middle of nowhere. And I'll show you what you see. Where are my handouts? There we go.
Frightening. You know, it begs you wonder what kind of a person would create a map like this, leading you to a treasure. You know, what would be the grander plan of such a thing? I mean, he says it's not for him. He says the treasure is ours.
Also leading people to the doom.
Indeed. So let's go in.
Detect magic.
there
All right.
appears to be a dead Orog.
It lasts for 10 minutes, and it's basically around me, so
That's not
I'll just keep it going.
um,
Is this a? Do these look like graves?
So yeah, from the, if you look at the other picture with the house, you can see like right in front of you there's this old graveyard.
If it's pitch black, I'm gonna light a torch.
Okay. Well, that's bright. I don't know. How do I color intensity maybe? That's better, right?
Yes.
What time of day is it?
Oh, it's night. It's because this is the end of the travel time that took you to get there. So the sun is down. You can see almost, it looks like beyond the house, the whole, like it just kind of looks barren, and you just see all this mist kind of just surrounding everywhere.
And this fence
There's a-
surrounding the graveyard, is that I'm assuming we're on the outside of that fence. Is there a gate?
Yeah, you're on the outside of it. So there is a gate at the northern section of this Um, yeah, graveyard. So it stands atop a hill that kind of overlooking a fog shrouded scrubland. Has brick walls and sturdy wooden doors with rusty iron hinges. The doors look like they're old oak doors. You can see these ravens kind of perched on the house, and they're squawking. That's what you kind of see as you approach.
It doesn't look foreboding at all. Had a nice job, a nice library,
For,
pretty nice.
for
From-
once,
From the
for once I have
house,
to-
sorry, if you're looking at the house, like all the way down to further up north, there's like the entrance to the house. You're kind of like in the back of the house.
Let's go see if anybody's home.
I do have to say, for once, I am in complete agreement with Leopold. This doesn't look foreboding at all.
I'm
I
sure it'll be
mean-
fine.
Just share this again. There you go.
It's just a spooky little house. I mean, let's go knock on the door. Maybe they'll have treasure to give.
Yes, let's go see if they'll give us some treasure. Oh, it's like
mean, we
trick or
followed-
treating.
Oh, I love trick or treating.
Somebody else knows though.
I'm not going to enter the fence, but I want to look across to this grave and see if I can read it.
Okay. From that distance, you can't make out those gravestones. They're
Damn.
just old. They're very old.
Have you
Does the gate look locked?
You can try.
I will try the gate.
It opens. The old gate squeaks.
Oh, I don't like the looks of that at all. Let's not disturb the dead, you know?
Well, I
they
wasn't
give us
thinking
something
about
to-
disturbing the dead. I was thinking about reading the name on the headstone. Leopold, you seemed interested in that name. I'm going to go to the first headstone and read the name.
Okay. You walk up to the first headstone and you see it says Baron Brantifax, husband, father, hunter. Let no man stand above another.
How noble.
What was the name? Baron.
Baron Brantifax. Put it in
Leo,
the
these
chat.
people, they're nobles.
I will do a quick history check on that name.
Okay. You've never heard of this person before?
Nope. Not trying.
While
to
I'm
make
here, I'll quickly go and look at the names on all four. Is it of the head?
Okay. Yeah, as you're walking through, you can see that it looks like some of these graves were disturbed at some point. The ground just looks more sunken in instead of nice and, right, like flat. You can just tell. The other ones read Bjorn, Hound of Brentifax, faithful to the end. One is Heluth, our pride and joy, lost too soon. And then the fourth one says, Sylphine, beloved daughter, may she find peace at last. I will put them all in the chat. Oops.
I'm going to remove myself from the graveyard.
Okay. What is Mildred and Hemlock doing while he was doing that?
I was
I'd
just
like to
watching,
knock.
waiting.
Okay. Oh, well, the front door is at the other side. You're kind of in the
What
back
doors
of the house.
Perhaps we should just go in
Oh,
the back
those.
door.
Yeah, I don't know why those are doors. Those are windows. The map got messed up. Sorry. It's a door. No.
Never mind. We'll go to the front.
Those are all boarded up windows.
Not an awfully large building, you know. Tall, but, you know, kind of squat at the bottom.
I'll put you guys in front of the front door.
This is the door, right?
Yeah, that's it.
Do you want me to knock?
I don't
I
think
would-
anyone's here, at least nobody that wants us here.
Well, not to be rude. Knock, knock, knock.
All right. Yeah, you knock. You can hear it kind of echo into the house a little, but you get no response.
Hello, anyone home? We found a map and it came to here. It led us here.
Again, you don't hear anything.
I will
I'm
prestidigitate this door open when she's just asking the questions, just because, ha.
It feels like it is locked. It's not budging.
Damn.
I will attempt to pick the lock.
Okay. But you notice that this door is already unlocked. It's just not budging.
Do I see any magic on it, or it just feels like there's something braced on it?
Feels like it. Yeah, it kind of like it's hitting something behind it.
I don't suppose any of us have, you know, big old muscly arms.
I could. But, are the windows open? Are they
No, they're all boarded up.
from
Just
the
like-
outside or the inside?
Well, they have those shutters closed from the outside,
Can I
but
pry
they
open
they
a
lock
shutter?
from the inside when you close them.
Can I pry open a shutter with my crowbar?
Yeah. Which one?
This one in front of me.
Seemed like I had better luck with that than shoving something out of a doorway.
Okay.
Trusty old crowbar. What would you like me to do?
Give me a strength. Yes, just a strength check with advantage for the crow since you have a crowbar. Yeah, you're just like, and the thing just like kind of breaks off. It was in really bad shape, so the wood kind of splinters and it just breaks apart as it falls down. In front of you, there is a pretty large size room. There's no glass in this window, but you see so light kind of enters this spacious room through the bulge in the north wall, where a cracked and broken window now looks over the foggy veil. Dusty sheets cover most of the room's furnishings. There's cobwebs that are stretched between antlers, wolves' heads, and other hunting trophies mounted on the walls above the wainscoting. A pale rectangle above a large fireplace suggests that a picture or a mirror once hung here.
I would like to creep into the window.
All right. You kind of scurry yourself in, and climb.
I opened it.
Everyone else follows.
Ah, breaking and entering now. Okay.
I said hello. Hello, we broke into your house.
Dear, we broke in. You don't have to announce it anymore.
I'd like to. Can we? Do you hear anything?
As you all climb in and you start to listen, give me a perception check. Fader.
I use my symbiotic entity.
Just Fader or everybody?
Well, you actually all hear a door. You hear a creaking door, and it sounds like it's coming directly above you guys.
Do these stairs lead up or down?
Yep, to that. To the southeast. You see some stairs that lead up to like a little. It looks almost like a little landing, and then there's a door there. All right, so I'm gonna have to pause it. So Mildred, as you creep down the hallway, you come into the circular chamber at the base of the tower. Contains a large oak dining table surrounded by 6 high-backed chairs carved with images of stags. Suspended above the table is a gaudy chandelier tied off with ropes. Puddles of water on the flagstone floor are the result of moisture seeping through the narrow window, or 3 narrow broken windows that are kind of evenly spaced out around the tower wall. And then there's a fireplace set into the wall and is blackened with soot. What is Fader doing?
At the moment, I was just listening to the sound of that creaking door upstairs, and just now wondering where Mildred had gone.
Yeah, Mildred just disappears. What did Hemlock doing?
I would like to investigate the fireplace.
Okay.
More. You said that there was, like, it looked like something was hanging there. I don't know if is there like, I don't know. I'm being all sketchy. I'm gonna look up the chimney and like around the fireplace.
Well, it looks like there used to be some kind of picture or mirror that hung there. So you see like the outline of the dust.
Okay.
Give me a perception check. You suspect it must have been from the size of it and the way that it's shaped, a picture of some sort.
There used to be a picture here. If anybody could find it, I would love it. I would love to see it.
And further straight down south, you see like a door that's partially opened. What is Leopold doing?
Leopold has his detect magic up, but he's kind of, so he's looking around the room, but he's keeping an eye on those stairs since we heard a door open upstairs.
Okay. Yeah, as you watch that door, nothing, it doesn't move, or you don't hear any more noises. All right, so Mildred, you walked off. Everybody's still in the south room. What do you do?
I open this door.
All right. What does everybody else do while Mildred is still missing?
Did we see? I mean, Rob saw where she went. Did Fader see where she went?
I would assume, yeah, she would walk right by you unless she was trying to be
Hemlock can
stealthy.
see me from here.
So yeah, as you come around that corner, you see Mildred open the door.
Don't open. Oh.
And it just creaks open. In front of you stands the ghostly scent of meals past still haunts this kitchen, forever trapped in the wood of its tables, the soot in its hearth, and the grime in its pots. many of which hang from hooks about the room. Almost everything you would expect to see in the kitchen of this size can be found in here, including dish-filled cupboards, cleaning supplies, and cooking utensils. And when you open the door, you see all these little mice quickly scurry across the floor, trying their best to avoid you.
Oh, it's a kitchen. I wonder if I could find myself a nice new teapot in there. These people look awful fancy.
As you're opening that door, Hemlock and Leopold, what are you two doing in that room still?
You said that there was a door ajar a little bit.
Yeah, so when Mildred opened up that door, you would have heard noise come through that door. And maybe a mouse kind of skirted out of that door and ran past you guys. Maybe a couple ran past Leopold's feet.
Oh,
No,
gotcha, gotcha.
no, not more mice.
I would like to look over here in this door.
All right. So, what is Leopold doing while he sees Hemlock go to that door?
Well, he was just about to mage hand that door open, so I guess it just opens when she gets there.
So as she walks to it, it starts to open. What does Fader do? You just ran up to Mildred?
Feder is waiting for Mildred to either move into the kitchen or move out of the way so that I can move into the kitchen.
Were you going in, Mildred?
No.
Oh, all right. So Fader.
I'm going to step over.
All right. Yeah, you scoot on by her. The door opens in front of Hemlock, and as the door opens again, it squeaks open, and then you hear a sound of like glass shattering, and it sounds like it's coming further up north, like above you, a couple floors up. So it's kind of muffled, but you definitely heard the glass break.
Leo.
In front of you, Hemlock, you see.
Yep.
The kind of the entranceway to the house. You're in the cloakroom. You see that there are rusty iron hooks that line the walls of this entrance foyer. Hanging from two of these hooks are a shovel and a rake. A dusty cloak is draped over a hook next to a round-topped door in the south wall.
I would like to look in the cloak, see if there's anything in it.
All right. Well, she walks over to the cloak. What is? I thought Fader was in the kitchen.
Is this not the kitchen?
No, this is the kitchen.
Oh, my apologies.
So I'm like, wait, I thought he was in the kitchen. What do you do in the kitchen?
I'd like to, if the stove, is the stove the only thing of interest?
What makes the stove of interest?
Because it's visible on the map. Is there like, I'd like to just do a quick investigation looking for a spare teapot for Mildred and anything else of note.
Okay, give me a perception or investigation. What is Mildred doing?
Well, I guess because he's in there doing stuff, I'll just sort of stay here and watch what he's doing in there.
All right, and Leopold. Did you see Leopold just standing in the middle of this room, like not wanting to touch anything? What is he doing?
He will go ahead and peek into the room that Helmlock's in with his detect magic just to see if he sees anything. But
Hey,
he is
comedian.
cautiously looking up those stairs again since he heard the broken glass. And he's going to call out in Elvish, then Draconic. Hello?
Okay.
Is there anyone here?
And then as you're saying that, Hemlock looks through the cloak. When you move the cloak and trying to disturb it, about 10 moths just kind of like fly off of it and just come right at you and Leopold as they flutter around the room and go through the door.
No.
A swarm of moths.
Give me a fright.
But you do find a rusty iron key in the pocket, Hemlock.
Cha-ching!
Fader, as you're looking around this kitchen, you can see clearly that this kitchen has been used recently. You can tell that there are some spices in little jars, like in the cupboards, that seem pretty fresh. You see some in pots and cauldrons, kind of with the lids on to keep them away from the mice. What else do you see? You see a few dirty dishes that are stacked that looks like they've been recently used. Like the food on them isn't that dried up. It's dry, but not like a week's worth. And they're next to the wash basin, as if they're waiting to be cleaned. But other than that, you don't see anything else in this kitchen.
No teapots.
Do you see a
Oh,
fancy?
I mean, yeah,
kettle?
there's all that regular stuff that you would use in the
Bring me a
kitchen.
nobleman's tea kettle. I need one of those.
There's like a regular teapot, but it's nothing special.
Excellent. Well, but the noble people must have a nicer teapot than me.
If there was one, it probably smashed a long time ago.
Oh dear. Let's get the hell out of here. Up the stairs we go. Come on, lads and lasses.
I found a key, Millie.
Oh, you're such a smart girl. We're gonna need that, I bet.
Also, me and Leo heard a smashing of glass upstairs. So there's something up here. Hopefully it's an animal and not a person. All I have to say.
As you guys are standing there looking up at the door, Leopold, I can just imagine like staring at the door. You hear a child's laugh.
Oh,
Kind of
that's
giggle.
never.
And it sounds like it's coming like further a few floors up.
Children creep me
Oh,
out.
there's nothing scarier than a child's laugh.
And then you
know what else
hear
it is?
the door directly kind of above you guys. Sounds like the room above you, a door closes.
I'm going to start up the stairs searching for traps as I go.
All right.
Yes, that's right, Veta. Go first. Go first.
Give me a. Are you just like looking? Are you touching things?
I'm just looking
Looking?
to
All right.
see if
Give
I
me-
notice anything out of place.
Give me a perception check. You're.
I'm going to add my D6 if it's needed.
I mean, you're looking around and you don't see anything. So, do you then use your D6? Is that how this works?
We got to talk, but
Yeah.
I'm thinking that at this point I'll roll the D6, and if I still don't see anything, then I won't mark it. I won't charge it against myself.
Yeah, I would just tell you not to use it. Yeah, you don't see any traps, and you don't waste your die.
Okay. I'm gonna move up the stairs.
Okay. Yeah, when you take that very first step, it's like it just creaks and cracks under your foot. Echoes.
And at this point, I'm going to try to be stealthy.
Give me a stealth check. So everybody else, you see Fader. Even like Fader, he's really good at stealth, and as he goes up these steps, they still creak and crack as he walks up them. Does everyone? What is Leopold doing? He walked away.
He's gonna let the rest of them go up the stairs first. This is just what he's going to do. He's just going to. That was unsettling. Child's laughter. Door closing.
All right, Mildred, do you guys try to be stealthy, or you just walk up?
I don't think we're going to be very stealthy. We're breaking things. We've made plenty of noise. The stairs are creaky.
Yeah, so
When has stealthing ever
We've
been
also
successful
yelled a
for us?
bunch.
Fader, you though made some noise and you get up to the top and you start to listen to the door in front of you. You just hear behind you. So Mildred starts
Well, go
walking
ahead and
up
open
the
the
stairs.
door, silly. What are you waiting for?
Do you open the door?
I will open the door.
All right, you open the door.
What a brave man.
As you, the centerpiece of this parlor is a gold inlaid low table, around which a handful of overstuffed chairs and sofas are neatly arranged. Other furniture includes a cabinet full of full of glass decanters and wine goblets, and a 6 foot tall gilded harp standing in the northwest corner. A staircase in the northeast corner ascends to the second floor, and several dusty sheets lie in a small heap nearby.
I'd like to do, first off, do I notice if there's any broken glass? And then I'd like to go take a look at the pile of sheets.
All right, give me a perception check. Does everyone else step in? Fader, do you follow?
I had stepped in to begin with.
I'm sorry, I meant Leopold.
Reluctantly, yes, but I'm kind of keeping my detect magic out.
Okay. Yeah, your detect magic hasn't gone off since you've been in here.
Oh, that's reassuring.
As you look around, Fader, you don't notice any broken glass.
The glass that we had breaking earlier apparently was somewhere else than here.
Well, there's stairs further upwards, so there's that.
As you're standing there, you hear a door again kind of creak. This time you just... And kind of coming down those stairs to the north of you.
I'd like to look through the pile of, you said there was a pile of sheets?
Mm-hmm. They're the kind of sheets that you use to cover furniture. So looks like one is big enough to cover the table, another one could cover the harp.
I'd like to look around through that.
Okay. Yeah, you look around, it's just a pile of sheets.
Nothing hidden in it. Okay.
You put them up and shake them out. Dust comes off of them, kind of fills the room a little. Hemlock coughs. As you take your first step, it goes like, and then you hear a male's voice, and it sounds like it's coming from below you now. And help! Somebody help! Sounds like an old man screaming for help.
Was there a door down there?
There was. I didn't open it.
I'm sorry, a door down where?
In the coat
I'll
room.
run back. I'll run back downstairs to the coat room because
Okay.
there was a door. I just didn't open it.
Wait,
Hemlock runs down the steps.
Hemlock, Mildred follows.
Alright. What do you two do as those two run out of the room towards the guy asking for help?
I'll stay at the top of the stairs, just to be safe.
Alright.
I kick open that door.
Alright. Yeah, you kick open that round door because it was like this unique little, one of those little doors that you kind of have to get in. And, oh no, it's just a round top door, sorry. And yeah, you see some steps that lead down.
Oh, the steps.
They kind of come down a good 10 feet or so, and then there's a landing, and then you see it kind of curve again. There's just I mean, it's musty. Like there's this very humid, putrid smell comes up.
Hello, sir. Are you down there?
You get no response.
Are you dead? I think he might be dead.
I have a bad
What's your
feeling
name?
about this. But I have to tell you that if there was treasure, I imagine it would be in the basement.
The attic.
Think they keep treasure in the attic?
Some people do.
I suppose.
That's where all the junk usually goes in my house.
Well, we don't want junk. We want treasure.
People's treasures, somebody's.
What's
just
everyone's
somebody's
passive perception? 14, 15, 12. What is... Oh, you're too far. Okay, so Hemlock, as you're standing there, you can hear a guy, as you guys are talking, he says, I can't get out.
Are you down in the basement?
Well, let's go
You-
down.
You get no
I
response.
Can we hold hands? I'm scared.
I'd like to go downstairs.
Vader,
Alright,
hold
so
my
you
hand and I'll go with
follow
you.
Hemlock and Mildred. Leopold, you come down the stairs and you see Hemlock already kind of walked in with Mildred and Fader behind. Do you say anything as you see Fader going in?
How do we know? There was sounds up top, and now the sounds down. How do we know this isn't misdirection?
He is. We're going down.
I don't.
Treasure's downstairs in the ground.
How would you know this?
I don't. I could though, but I'm not wasting a spell.
All right. Does Leopold stay in or stay up on top?
No, I'll go down with them.
Okay. I'll put you on top of. All right. So yeah, as you start to climb down, or walk down, this cold, damp, oddly shaped cellar has an 8-foot-high wooden ceiling and a flagstone floor. The walls are made of rough mortared bricks. Thick cobwebs cover crates, barrels, and old furniture stacked against the north wall. To the south wall, a pair of closed wooden doors. The door farthest from you swings open on rusty hinges, and beyond, you see a smaller, almost spherical sepulchral chamber. I can't say that word. Sepulchral.
Type it out.
Yeah, I'm going to.
It's gonna be I think it's
Yeah, that's it. Sepulchral. Sepulchral. Like.
What's that mean?
Oh.
It's a sepulcher, and then it's sepulchral.
What's that mean?
It means relating to a tomb or interment, gloomy and dismal.
Okay.
All right. So it's like. All right, so what do you guys do?
We've wandered into a tomb. Thank goodness, this is so much better than upstairs.
All right, so I'm gonna just pause it because people keep moving, and I think we should start saying what we're gonna do before we just move, so it's easier. So you all come down, Leopold and says, "You all got me into a tomb." We'll start with Fader. You walk past them and start walking down the hall.
Yes, and I noticed this round thing.
Yeah,
through
that's
this open door.
the sepulchral, whatever it's called. The sepulchral.
My intention is to move into that room.
All right.
My intention is to follow them, please.
Hemlock.
same and following.
Leopold, they don't
My
answer you.
intention is to just stay just outside the room. Thank you.
Okay. You all scammer in this little room. Oh. As you walk in, this cold, windowless room contains a pair of wooden... Nope, sorry, wrong wall. Sorry. The only features of this damp, cold, circular room is a 4-foot diameter well in the middle of the floor. Next to the shaft sits a wooden bucket fastened to a coiled length of rope. The bottom of the shaft is veiled in darkness. From its depths, you can hear a whisper voice say, "Bjorn, where are you, boy?"
Oh, the ghost of the man buried outside is down there.
You said the bottom was veiled in darkness?
Yep.
I'd like to... Then the rope, the coiled rope, has a bucket tied to it.
Mm-hmm.
I'd like to lower the bucket down.
Okay.
Does the bucket reach bottom before I run out of rope?
Let's see. It hits water, so it floats. Well, the bucket until it turns over and then you start filling it up with water kind of thing. Mm-hmm.
Haul the bucket up.
Okay. Yeah, when you haul the bucket up, the water is just putrid. It just smells really bad and stagnant. It's practically black. It's just gross.
While I was doing all of that, do we still hear the voice from down below?
Not while you were doing that, no. What is Hemlock doing while he's doing that? Just watching, like, waiting to see what comes up.
Yeah, I'm holding Millie's hand because I hate. Maybe a jump scare is gonna happen. I don't even know.
Don't
She's
worry, we're
waiting.
gonna be safe.
And Leopold, I guess you would hear them in there, like you would hear the him like winding this thing, pulling up the rope.
Perhaps
Go ahead and go to this corner here and mage hand this door open.
All right, so while he was doing that, you come over and mage hand that door open. When the door opens, you can see that it is a windowless room. A little cold breeze kind of comes out of it, and you see that there are a pair of wood-framed beds, 2 narrow wardrobes, and an old rug. Mounted on the east wall between the beds is a wooden shelf supporting a pair of candlesticks. The candles in them are unlit. Looks like it was the living quarters for the servants. What does Fader do with this bucket of putrid water?
Okay. First, I'd like. How can I tell roughly how much rope it took for the bucket to reach the water? In other words, how far down to the surface of the water?
I mean, you didn't say you were measuring the rope as you were coming back up.
Okay.
I mean,
as long as I know
it's...
this rope reached the water.
Yes, this rope reached the water.
I want to take my rope, tie it.
It was
to
a
the
lot
end.
of rope, so you would expect around 60 feet ish.
Okay, what I'd like to do is if there's any place here in this room that I could tie the rope off to, I want to climb down this rope. I want to climb down the well, but I don't want to jump down. I want to have the rope to climb back up. I want to go down and see if I can find whoever's whispering.
Okay.
I'm gonna smell.
So
That's okay. I'll walk next to Leopold.
Why don't you take an extra rope? We'll tie our ropes together and then we'll wrap it around you in case
You get
this
sucked
particular
in.
rope. Yes, you can always use an extra rope.
We can do that.
So the old rope doesn't snap. Ah!
It is a
It's a very good point. Thank you. I will do that.
All right. While they're tying ropes and tying it around you, Leopold, what do you do in that room?
I'll stay just outside the room. Does it look like there's any containers or anything, or is it just basically
you see the wardrobes.
I'll go ahead and prestidigitation those candles lit,
Okay.
and I will mage hand those wardrobes open.
All right. Yeah, the candles kind of light up and puts a little light in this room. And you mage hand the wardrobes open. Unfortunately, they look empty from when you open them up. Fader's slowly climbing down this rope, and
before I go, while I can still see Hemlock and Mildred, I'm going to make a telepathic bond with them, so I can speak to them while I'm down there.
Okay. So yeah, you climb down, and you come about 60 feet, and then you see the top of the water. And it's just like murky and gross, and it looks like there's a film of fungi or something growing on top of it. Do you lower yourself into the water?
Yes.
Ugh.
I'll slowly stick my foot down. Do I reach a solid bottom at some point?
Well, you start to lower yourself in. How tall are you? What does it say in your character sheet? Let's see. Do you have that? I mean, you're not super tall.
I don't know if those details are in this.
It might be on the D&D Beyond.
That's where I'm looking right now.
I mean, either way. Yeah, you start to lower yourself in. The water comes about to your chest, and you don't feel the bottom. And it's just, it's like gross, and you can feel how slimy it is going in between your clothes now.
But it is up to my chest, so does it feel? Is it like gross enough that I'm afraid that I would get sick? First off, is there anything around? Is there like a tunnel? Like, now that I'm down here, does it expand out, or is it only the size of the shaft that I just climbed down?
You only see a shaft that you climb down. You're like hitting the walls to the side of the under the water, and it just feels solid.
I'm going to fill the bucket and allow it to sink, and I'm going to allow myself to go under until I find the bottom.
Okay. So yeah, you hold your breath and go under. It's just gross. And you drop, and you realize the bottom is about 10 feet. So there's 10 feet of water. You touch the bottom, and it, like when you land on the bottom, it's mushy and like it's from years of sediment and stuff. Just it's pretty mushy, but you feel like every now and then you might feel things are hitting against something. It's gonna take you some time though if you're gonna search the entire floor. It might take you a good 15 minutes. As you have to keep going up, getting your breath, going back down, going through stuff.
And you just said, I'm sorry, but it sounded like you said that my foot might have touched something.
Well, I'm just saying you can tell there's stuff down there. I'm not saying anything in particular.
If I can tell that there are things down there, then I'm going to take some time, and I'll take a look at what there is.
All right. So yeah, it's going to take at least 15 minutes of searching to find whatever's down there.
Okay, I'm already down here.
So hey, so what is everybody else gonna do for 15 minutes while he's down there?
What in the hell are you guys
Oh,
doing?
Search that room
Roll.
over here.
Huh?
Search this other room over here already. There's nothing interesting in there.
Yeah, he looked in that room.
I mean, I suppose we'll just. I mean, I'll pretty much just wait for him. I mean, I don't want to abandon him here.
I'm holding the rope.
What in the devil are you people doing? What is that
He's
smell?
down in the well.
Why is he down in the
Oh,
well?
Millie, I see some mole. I don't know what that is. That's some green stuff that you'd probably like.
Why would anybody go down?
As
There
you're
could there's one there.
While I'm down here, do I hear the whisper anymore?
you haven't heard it yet. So yeah, as you keep going up and looking for stuff, about 5 minutes goes by, and the rest of the group, while he's down in the water, you hear something above you. You hear what sounds to be footsteps and something being like almost like something's being dragged, and then you hear like as if something's coming down steps but hitting each step, and then you hear above you something being dragged across the floor as it's being dragged across the creaky wood.
Well,
Leo, go see what that is.
oh the hell I will.
Just go. He might be taking the treasure. I have to hold the rope.
I'm not going by myself, my dear.
Millie, go with him. I'm good. I got this.
Then it sounds like someone's standing directly above you as the floor creaks.
So I've got to be perfectly honest with you. I don't think it's a good idea for us to split up. You know, I think we should stay together, tight knit group.
What if the treasure?
All right. So as he's doing this, 5 minutes has gone by. It sounded like something was dragging a body across the floor above you guys. And then it sounds like someone was standing above you guys. And this is where we're going to leave our game for today because it's 9:37. So you have 10 more minutes of him searching while you guys are in this house. It's going to be interesting.
Well, I'm glad we're back at it, everybody. It's good to.
I'm going to be down at the bottom of this well for a week.
I'm glad you decided to go down there because I was thinking about doing the same thing. But I'm happy it's you.
Why is that? You don't want to
Die. Get dragged down.
I know. You guys wait.
Live in
About
a
20
well?
minutes go
I'm
by, and you
excited to-
realize he doesn't come back up.
Vader is dead.
It's just calm water below. Wouldn't that be fun?
All right, guys, I gotta go. But it's been fun playing. I'll see
Yeah.
you all next week.
Me too.
It was
Bye,
fun.
guys.
Thanks.
Bye. Bye, Comedian, for watching. That was fun. Can't hear you.
That was a rhetorical, all right.
Huh? I don't know. All right.
All right.
Thank you for watching. I do appreciate your time. If you liked what you watched, you can catch my other games on Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Saturdays. Feel free to join my Discord channel for updates. And it's been fun. See ya.